And welcome to GSR. Sorry for the doom and gloom, it seemed like, right? Happy Thanksgiving, first of all, to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody and their family and all their scouts had a fantastic, super fantastic, and absolutely swanky Thanksgiving and holiday with your family. Again, welcome to GSR Breakout Room. I'm not going to go into any of that. Let's talk about 2022 and what we did. So for an overview, we had 2,000 scouts that went through the reservation with Camp Bell, with Hidden Valley, and MYLT. With our Provo programs, over 2,000 scouts came through the reservation, which is a super fantastic, absolutely schmanky number. We can't be more excited. It was the same type number that we had in 2021. So we're pretty much just leveling right out with numbers as far as scouting is concerned. There were over 6,000 merit badges that kids went through, 6,000 merit badge classes that went through GSR between both program areas, which is a huge milestone for our scouts. In 2021, when we went through cohorts, we were closer to 9,100 merit badges. But because we changed the schedule and stuff, this past year it was about 6,000, which is still a great number. In no way are we a merit badge factory, and I think you all know that. Those of you that are returning to us, those of you that are new, it's very exciting on what we do and how we changed our program. At Hidden Valley last year, we did change our scheduling, and it was very well received by both scouts and for the adult leaders, and everybody seemed to enjoy it. And scouts were able to see a bit more of the reservation, Valley kids being able to go over to Camp Bell and vice versa, Bell kids coming over to Valley. So it was very exciting to do all that. So 2022 was a very successful year for us. We had our brand new advancement system that was pulled out very late for us, and we didn't get a lot of information out for that, but we will have a lot more information going out this year prior to signups. For each one of our camp directors chats, we'll have more and more information. I'm not going to take up too much time into going into documents like Allison just did, but we can set up a couple of those type of Zoom meetings for leaders that would like to do that. So this way we can get you squared away with our advancement system. As far as the other system with the med forms and payment systems, we'll learn it all together, and we'll make sure that information is out prior to. So let's talk about what's going on at the reservation right now, because we're always very excited. Right now, we have our waterfront towers on Hidden Valley are going in. Hidden Valley's waterfront tower was taken down right after campus ended. So we have new towers, new storage that's going up on both Chase and Main waterfront at Hidden Valley. GSR and Daniel Webster Council just purchased a new John Deere tractor for the reservation. Included with this big new tractor is a grading tool. So how we always talk about how we grade our roads 2 times a year. Now Brian will be able to do it monthly. He'll probably be able to do it every other week while we're in camp. So this way we will have no ruts or anything in the roads. So you guys will be able to see that type of stuff when you come into camp. Everybody, the ATVs, us and the UTVs will all notice the difference of that. So we're kind of excited about that, as well as all the attachments that go to it to take care of the roads and the property. So for that, we will continue on with tree work that we have continuing on at the reservation. Reservation is open, so you can bring your units up, your crews. If you're interested, camping is still in full swing. We had a full weekend last weekend. There was something like 10 units that were on the reservation. It was actually a great weekend. For registration for this year, we have our pre-registration, which is on a Google form. Garrett's going to put that up in the chat. So if you have not registered for next summer yet, this is just a pre-registration, so this way we can start putting numbers together and see what we're going to do with how we will work through next summer. For 2023, let's talk a little bit about that. Normal Hidden Valley will go just the way it always has with the dining hall. Same schedule that we had just used this year. Everything will be exactly the same. We're hoping to change some program, add some merit badges, take some merit badges away. Once we have those program guides out, which we are looking to have the program guide and the leaders guide out by January 1 this year. That is my goal, is to have those out. They're just about complete. I think pretty much all we're waiting for is to see if they're going to give me any extra money so I can buy some new program stuff for you all, for the scouts anyway, and to see what our payments will be. And then we're ready to launch those guides out. So we'll have them out a lot earlier. Same thing will be with the advancement system. Taiwan is here and it's already there. So he's had a couple of meetings with us. We'll get a few more things squared away, and that will be live sooner than later as well. So we're very happy about that. So regular weeks, same thing with Hidden Valley. We have weeks 1 through 8 as of right now. Camp Bell will be the same. It'll be 2 through 5. Week 1 will be MYLT, and then you'll have regular Camp Bell 2, 3, 4, and 5. So for 4 weeks. For weeks 6 and 7 at Camp Bell, this is something new that we're going to try and start up. We're going to do some specialty weeks. that'll be available for scouts. We're going to be anywhere ranging from 10 to 15 to 20 scouts per specialty week that they would like to do. One of the specialty weeks will be horsemanship. They will be working with the horses in the farm for the entire week. That'll be a great, outstanding program. Christy and I, she will be returning for us. We're out in the backcountry looking at different areas where they can do an outpost and overnight on the horses. We have a couple of areas that would look really cool that we can do that with the scouts and make that a really cool experience for them. The second specialty week we're looking to do is STEM week, and that STEM week will be deemed a heavy metal week. So we're looking forward to making it kind of a foxfire, welding, all the type of metal working stuff that they can do for an entire week and put a system together. We think the scouts will have just an absolutely swanky time banging on hot metal, welding things together, making things, forging things. We're looking to add a couple of propane forges this year to Foxfire. We're just going to keep expanding it. So that would be the second week. And then our third week, which the most amount of scouts go to this area, and is waterfront. It is like 3 times the amount of scouts go to waterfront than any other area through any other area throughout the summer. So waterfront, we will have some type of a waterfront specialty week. There'll be more information for that to come, especially when it goes to registration. We'll have more information about it next month. So we will bring that up to everybody. So here's a question that I have for everybody here. Garrett Boyd are wondering if there are units that will be interested in a GSR adventure program. That is a week-long program in the backcountry of GSR. I know we've had a couple of people that have asked that in the past. If that is something that you are interested in, this is a backcountry program. We can do 3 nights out in the Belknaps, start out GSR, getting them all ready to go out in the backcountry, do a couple of nights out in the Belknaps, then back at GSR to join the troop. Or if the whole troop wants to do it, we just like to know which units are really interested in it now. So if you can give myself or Garrett an email, and we can get back to you with some more information. Hopefully we can set something really super up for your troop or for your scouts. I think it'd be really exciting to do, and something we want to bring back to the reservation. So again, if anybody's interested in some type of adventure week, please let me or Garrett know. Staffing is always there, and we're always looking for great staff. Last year it might have looked like we were understaffed, and a couple of people might have said we were understaffed, but in no means were we ever understaffed as far as safety is concerned. We had all the right numbers and the right amount of people that were in the water or up in the climbing towers or anything like that. So we did have that staffing. Again, we all know, you turn around and you look, Dunkin' Donuts is hiring people for $16, $17 an hour. Our staff is special beyond belief, and we all know that. None of them do it for the pay. And we're trying to work on that for them. And that's a big fight that Garrett and I have been doing for this past off season, is make sure that we can get the staff paid quite a bit more money this next summer coming up. So we're still continuing with staffing and finding more staffing. So if you have, we'll have that link up for staff applications. Guides, again, like I said, we will be doing our guides by January 1. Campus ships, again, they said will go out by the 1st of the year. Promos, camp promotions. So we will be doing the roundtable circuit. We will do all of Daniel Webster Council roundtable circuits for promos, as well as Spirit of Adventure roundtables. If anybody is looking for an additional promotion, a camp promotion, us to come out to a unit meeting, us to do a Zoom meeting, please let myself and Garrett know. We will try our best to set up something to help both you and your units work on that. It's a lot of information. How'd I do? All right. I think I hit all of my good points. Again, I welcome everybody back. I'll go right into the chats. I know a lot of questions usually come out of this, and we love answering all your questions. Garrett, can you think of anything that I missed?
I think you hit everything that we talked about.
Sweet. All right. Let's go to the questions. I'm not going all the way back. Eric, you are very welcome. Thank you very much for coming to GSR for 2 weeks. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We got approximately, when is the early bird pricing deadline? I don't know if it'll be March 1st to April 1st. It's going to be one or the other. I just don't know. They'll come up with that in the in this next e-board. You know, when they have the pricing, all that stuff will come out. It's usually either March 1st to April 1st. I think if we're doing everything earlier, I think last year we did it April 1st. Usually it was March 1st, but when a system wasn't up. But stay tuned. By the 18th of next month, we'll definitely have that answer out for you. Can you reserve spots without names, John? She already answered that. I don't believe the answer to that is no. Darlene, if you want to send us an email, we could check for you. Will Campbell Guide include menus, ingredients list for the week? Bill, yes, I have that from last year written down in my notes, and we started changing that. Adam has that as well as his team. And we're gonna change the menu this year for Bell. Since we haven't changed it I don't know how many years have we changed that menu. So that's another thing that we're gonna do. When we change that menu, we'll make sure it all goes out to everybody, Bill. Will units at Hidden Valley still be able to take advantage of the Bell areas week 7 like last year, tubing, horses, ATVs? Barry, that all depends on the specialty weeks and how things are scheduled, but I don't think that'll be a problem. I think we'll be able to still be able to pull that off for those weeks. Matt, you got that on the early bird specials, I think. Provo option for Venture Week, absolutely. Provo option, we do have, oh, those are two other things I didn't touch. See, Garrett, you were wrong. Provo, we will have provisional campers again. And during provisional campers, we will also have that mini week that we offered last year. That's the one price I can give you, everybody. The mini week that we offered last year was everybody came in Tuesday night, Garrett, and they stayed from Tuesday until Saturday morning, and the price of that is $300 for the scouts. So if you have I think if you have the adventure card, you still get that discount off of that. So we will have those many weeks will be back along with the specialty weeks, along with Provo. So Provo should be an option for Adventure Week. We can try to set that up. It's a little hard to set that type of thing up if you're getting kids coming from all over the place. But if we have enough slots, we can definitely pull it together with the system. It's pretty easy for Taiwan to set that for us to do it. Can you still do normal Campbell on Hidden Valley for week 6 and 7? Eric, we'll talk about this offline if you want to give us a chat, and Garrett and I can talk to you about what we could do for you guys next year. We didn't get our true pictures from next year. Randy, if you could just give us an email to me and Garrett, we will make sure that gets squared away ASAP. I recall some weeks GSR can do merit badges at Bell. Yep, Sherry, that was week 6 and 6, 7 is when we were able to do that. With the specialty weeks, there will be some things that'll be available, some things might not be. Doug, your troopers growing fast. We haven't been to camp Bell Carpenter with our current leadership, so we don't understand the difference between camps. Sure, I can give you a quick rundown. So Camp Bell is, let's start with Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley is your traditional Boy Scout camp. Scouts do individual merit badges. There's 2 blocks during the day that they go to. They eat in a dining hall. They do troop activities in the afternoon and evening activities either on their own or through troop activities. It's a full week program at Hidden Valley, and it's just your traditional scouting with rifle, shotgun, shooting sports, waterfront, sailing, motorboating, ecology. I can go on and on and on. Camp Bell is a patrol-based program. So you go in as a troop and the patrols pick activities daily. So they do a daily activity, whether it's going to be water skiing and tubing or ATVs or horsemanship or up at the forge doing metal work. And they do it as a patrol. They cook as a patrol. They cook each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast comes up in the morning and they cook, they clean, they pack their lunch with them. And then in the evening, they come back and cook dinner. And then they have evening activities. So that's kind of in a nutshell. Doug, if you have any other questions, please reach out to me and we can give you a bit more if you'd like. Provo provisional camp is when you could send a scout by themselves to provisional camp. We have leadership in a campsite. They stay in a campsite with other scouts and they go about their week as a regular provisional camping as a troop. Which directed chat meeting dates would change again? So the first one is next month. So December 18th will be the next one. And then the next one after that will be, so that was supposed to be the 26th, I believe, and they changed it to the 18th. And then May 21st will be the one in May. New going to Bell, how do we deal with diet restrictions? We have a vegetarian. So that's actually a question. We will get that information out to you. There's usually a Google form that goes out to each of the unit leaders. And that hits every point on dietary restrictions, and we make sure that that's taken care of. Bag lunches was slightly better. in 22 than 21? Will there be even more improvements, Brendan? Yes, I really hope so. You can see me rub my face. Yes, no, absolutely. That was something that I brought up numerous times throughout the summer. They can definitely do it. It's definitely something when I sit down with the food services, something has to be improved with the actually all the meals. I felt that, you know, the content was there was enough food there, but I don't think that the food was that much better, and they need to do a better job. And yes, I agree with you, lunch needs to be better, and that is my goal, is to make it 10 times better than what it was. Okay, really, no more questions? Love it. Again, welcome. We got 2023 coming. Again, each month we'll have a little bit more going out. And each month I'll have a little bit more to put into the system. We'll have a couple of slides that'll go up about the advancement system, about our payment systems, the MedForm systems. We want to get all those things ahead of the game than we did last year. Again, last year we got to remember our MedForm system went out. I think it was May when it went out. We had no time to show anybody. I was trying to still hire people, so we had no way to even go through anything. Same thing with our advancement system, and this is nobody's fault but our own. But we'll make sure that we have them do a much better job this year, make sure everybody's informed and everybody knows what they're doing. We'll put out videos, instructionals on everything, hopefully with someone else's voice, not as quick as mine. Probably Garrett or somebody else who likes to talk a little bit more than I do. But with that, again, I would like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Again, thank you very much to Taiwan for helping us out with that. He does a lot more than just our merit badge system. He helps them with the shooting sports, and archery is his thing, and he's been helping us out tremendously with that. Will the scouts partials be in the system? They should be in the system, yes. And with that, I will say good night to everybody. I can stay on for a couple of minutes with Garrett if anybody has any questions for us offline. Other than that, if you have anything on a venture, please let me know and we can get that squared away. We'd love to do some type of venture weeks with units this year and get some more, start using the backcountry more like we used to. I think scouts would enjoy it and do a lot more out there. So again, I wish you all, again, thank you and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And I wish you all a good night.
I do have a question because I didn't quite see the answer. Can you put the $100 deposit down for a site without actually having your list of people yet?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So you're talking about for the reservation
Correct.
itself? Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay, excellent. And is there a minimum? I know that there was a minimum at Carpenter for 4 scouts in order to get 2 adults. Is that the same at Valley as well? We have a big group moving up, so.
Nope, it's automatic 2 adults.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Drew, do you know who the 2 program directors will be, so I can start working with them on a crew schedule? You know, we're different because we come up as a crew, so.
2 program directors, as far as we have not, I don't think we've made our final decision on program directors. I think we just about have them. But by December 18th, we'll have those and they will be online with us.
Okay. They've always been great working with me to come up with our schedule. So
you could always just reach out to Adam Brownstein. Adam will be back helping out.
Adam?
Scott will be back. Garrett's here, but Adam is, especially with the Bell stuff, he should be able to help you.
Adam and Scott know me well.
We all know you well, Barry. Thank you. No, we should be no problem with that. Anybody else? That's a loaded question, Diane. How many adults do you recommend come to camp with a troop? Minimum, obviously, we know is 2 deep leadership. Small units that can work for. Bigger units, I would say if you have 20 more scouts, you're going to want at least 4 adults. You have a scout that gets sick, 2 of your adults are going to have to go to, or gets hurt, they're going to have to go to the hospital with the scout. You know, we can do it on our end with a staff member if it comes to that. But usually we don't have enough staff members to do that. So that's where that comes in difficulty. Again, I think it's, what was it, 2 free adults, and I don't know what the cost of adults will be for this year. I can't imagine it's going to go up more than what it was last year. Garrett, what was last year for adult leaders?
210.
210.
Yeah.
Okay. You worry about having too many. So I had a troop of 85 scouts that came in from Baltimore week 1, and they brought in 30 adult leaders. The only people that having too many adult leaders is where it comes on to affect me and my staff. Doesn't affect the scouts. So you have too many adult leaders that have too many complaints and don't know what's going on. It usually affects us more than it will affect the scouts. But you can have as many adult leaders as you like. We'd love to have our adult leaders. We do trainings for them throughout the week. And I would say a minimum of 4 when you have at least 20. No problem. All right, everybody. I wish you a good night and we will talk soon.
Thank you.